before you throw the stone, remember what Jesus did. Have you ever noticed how fast people rush to judge, especially online? One mistake, one screenshot, one rumor, oh, that don't look right. And all of a sudden, the whole world is ready to throw stones. In the Bible, there's a story about a woman caught in adultery. The Pharisees, who were trying to play Jesus's face, dragged her in front of him to shame her. Now, mind you, it's early and he's in the temple teaching. So y'all just gonna disrupt service with this foolishness? Come on. Here's the first issue. It takes two to tango. So where that man at? According to Levitical law, both parties are supposed to be punished. Then I really want to know, how did they know what was going on? Which one of y'all? But we're gonna move on. They had ulterior motives anyway. They had a problem with Jesus and they wanted to trip him up. If that story happened today, child, it'll be trending all over social media with every TikTok analyst, Facebook detective, and IG jury on deck. Cancel culture would be front and center. The Pharisees probably invented that anyway, so y'all can thank them. Now, instead of stones, it's insults, gossiping, group chat popping with judgment, slander, and calling out everything but what you have going on. Just like the Pharisees, exposing and shaming someone else's shortcomings while ignoring their own. The crazy part is, remember I asked about that man who was involved? Baby, we still don't know him, although both of them were guilty. And that's how we do, right? We get choosy about who to judge, who to condemn. We have double standards, harsh judgments, and show no mercy. We don't get the full story, only highlight the parts to prove our point. We treat people's lives like national headlines, completely throwing out the humanity of people. Oh, and don't forget about the clout chasers. They will drag the story every way but loose for some views. Attention is a drug too. Just say no. We have endless criticism. Child, it's giving insecure and miserable. So I gotta tear down someone else to thrive or feel better. Get help. So Jesus, cooler than a ceiling fan, stoops down and begins writing on the ground. And the Pharisees kept asking Jesus about what he would do. So Jesus stood up and said, "Let the one without sin throw the first stone," and went back to writing on the ground. We don't know what he wrote, but if I was there and it was a list of sins, I'd be like, I'm going to head out. In today's culture, it'll be, go ahead and talk your talk if your DMs are pure. Talk your talk if your past is spotless. Talk your big talk if you could leave your phone unlocked, faced up, with nothing to hide. One by one, the accusers walked away, leaving only the woman and Jesus. And this was a mixed crowd because the Bible says they left starting from the eldest on down. Aw, isn't that so precious? Harsh judgment across the generations. Jesus stood up and said, "Woman, where are your accusers? Did anybody condemn you?" She answered, "No one, Lord." And Jesus said, "Neither do I. Go and sin no more." Y'all, you know she could have dipped too, right? But she remained standing with Jesus and she called him Lord. And I believe the living word was working in her. And that's a testimony all by itself. Yes, I did it, but I'm submitting to Christ now. In the word, it says, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to the Lord, and he will have mercy on him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon." Now, Jesus didn't downplay what she'd done. He flat out calls it sin, but he didn't weaponize the shame that she probably felt in that moment. He called her higher. Go and sin no more. He gave grace and truth. The Pharisees wanted to imprison this woman in shame, condemnation, and even death, just trying to trip Jesus up. That's some kind of hateful. But for the grace of Jesus, whether you have participated in gossip, any kind of shaming, loud or silent judgment, we've got to drop the stones. If there was a highlight reel on any of our stuff, we'd fold under the scrutiny. If you're guilty of holding a stone, or even the one who has been dragged. Jesus has a better way. We have to give grace, walk in truth, and help restore. This woman went from shame to forgiven, condemned to acquitted, and so can you. Drop the stones and choose grace. Faith up.